time for the next episode, and today I'm going to be putting on a bit of black back in to give a bit more contrast. This is going to be interesting for me because it's not something I've done. I've done 3 paintings in this, well this is the 3rd painting in this style. Get some black out while I'm talking to you. And the other 2, I put so much black down that there was enough once I put the colour on top to retain the contrast, which is the reason that the black is in there. This time I didn't put enough black down in the first place, and once I put the colour over the top there's not enough black contrast. Now in and of itself I don't mind that at all. If that was the first one I did in this series I'd probably be thinking, yeah, that looks good, but I'm falling victim to comparison to the 2 previous ones that I've done. That one, you can see a load more black, and this one, way more black. My mind is telling me that I need to put a bit more black in. But so I haven't done this before, going back and putting black on top, so it could go wrong. But that's the whole point of having fun with paintings. Could go wrong, it could not go wrong. And if it does go wrong I can always repair it. I've already made one mistake with this painting, haven't I, and repaired it. So okay, what I'm going to do is put some little bits down first. Yeah, it's already looking better. Now, with me being left-handed, I normally start at the right of a painting and work my way along so that I don't have to go over work that I've already done. So, I forgot to do that. Don't want to do too much. Right, I'm in danger of doing too much there. Right, don't do too much. Now if you're thinking, he's talking to himself there. Yeah, I am. Because there's nothing wrong with actually vocalising a thought. If you want to focus on a thought, there's nothing wrong with vocalising it to yourself. Because sometimes, if you just keep it in your mind, it can drift away and get lost in other thoughts. If you actually speak it, it puts it to the front of the mind. I'm talking about speaking. I'm not actually speaking very well, am I? That's because I'm trying to paint at the same time. Right. Okay. See, what I've done is I put these on to give them the contrast, but they're all at the same height. So I'm going to put a bit more in the red, and then I am actually going to go in with a brush. I think I wasn't sure I wanted to go in with a brush, but I think it's going to need it. Right, I'm going to go in with the brush. Now this is where I could very easily do too much. But let's be optimistic. This first bit's gone okay. Right, oh dear. Okay. Now. Because I only put little bits on. Not quite giving me enough. For the bits I want to brush, I'm going to have to put a bit more. Now, what do you think? I think that hasn't gone too badly. There's definitely more black in there now. It is different from that because that has there's more white spaces between the colour, but there are more colours in this. What bothers me a bit is these black bits that I put in are they only go really from there to there, and I could do with a couple of black bits going a bit further up, but I am a bit conscious about doing too much to it now. Yeah, you know what? I think I'm going to leave that. I think I could do a bit. Yeah, I haven't got enough black on the. I haven't got enough black on the brush. I consider myself very much in territory of doing too much. Yeah, I'm going to leave that. Don't want to overdo it. Okay, it was just a quickie this time because I'm going to let dry, and then next it's going to be starting putting on the bubbles and drops. Which is, as I think I probably said before, a whole different ball game. That's the next level. God, I'm already thinking, how long is this going to take me to do the editing of the video down to the 10-minute, the finished videos with the music behind? I don't like to go above 10 minutes, so God blimey, I've really got a lot of editing to do. Take off all the masking tape now, because I won't be going to the edges of the painting anymore. Okay, just about ready, I think. Right, now this is annoying me. I've got a little bit of dried paint from that purple, do you remember? That obviously stuck onto a bit of masking tape. And now it's flicked onto this bit of unpainted canvas that I use as a border. If I can't get that off, I just about got away with that. Now what have I got here? Is that some more? Oh, I've got some more. Right, I want to get... Oh, I don't like these bits. Now, I don't know if that's the purple or the black, but these little flecks of paint, don't like those. Now, if I was one of those professional painters, I would know where they've come from, and they wouldn't be there. Oh, is that another one up there? What is that out there? There's another one. Get off. Don't want you to get off. Oh, blimey. Right. Doink. Oh. Okay. Right, I think I've just about got away with it. So it's ready now. I mean, I could. Now this is, before I finish, this is what I found when I did this one, which was the first one I did in that style. Before I put the sort of bubble drops on the top, I liked the background, and I thought, shall I just leave it like that? Shall I just leave it like that as an abstract? Am I going to spoil it by putting the bubble / drops over the top? And in the end, I took a risk and went ahead with it, and it seemed to turn out okay. So that, again, I like that. Now, here's what I am going to do. I'd forgotten I used to do this. I'm going to take a picture of this as it is, so that then if I cock it up with the bubbles and the drops, I've got the image of that I can use for prints, etc., or whatever. See, this is. I'm glad I'm glad I waffled on a bit more, because that's reminded me of something that I was going to do. So I'm going to take off these as well, because you may or may not have noticed that when I do my previous pictures of the finished photo, of the finished painting, I take on this background. Now this background that I used to paint on is actually a notice board. Not a cork notice board, I'll show you in a minute. It is one of these, it's a whiteboard, about £3 in the sale that was, at Tesco. And I've used it as a background because it's nice and flat. It could be bigger, but it's big enough. And when I take photos of paintings, it's got a bit of painting splashed around the outside. That's okay, I don't mind that, because that's sort of part of the process. Okay, I'm going to sign off, finish this one, and then take a photo of that. And I will wish you health and happiness, and I'll speak to you again soon.